Hey, what is going on YouTube, and welcome to this new format for 2019 where we'll be focusing on some of the top stories in the Star Trek Fleet Command universe this week. And yeah, if you do have any comments about this new format, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, let's get started. So I guess one of the big topics at the Q&A was, of course, are they going to fix the broken nodes, and is this going to happen? So for the mining nodes, I know for a fact that when you go on some of the mining nodes, they don't work. This has been happening constantly, and this has been quite a frustration for some players. And yeah, so the developers have said that the mining nodes are a high top priority, and the engineering team is working on it. But obviously, this will come pretty, they are working on it, and if it does come way too late, then that's all they can do. So they are working on it, and that's pretty much it. And another big one was, of course, Steve Aoki. So I did bring this up in a previous video, but of course, other people were asking about it. If they're putting significant resources into Steve Aoki, what about the other aspects of the game? Are they really focusing on, are they just focusing on the high paying players, or are they actually, fixing these bugs and not putting money into advertising and stuff like that? So they responded, and they actually said, we're a medium-sized gaming and development team, and, they can do multitasking. So, this is another good one to answer, really. So they do have they have said they have a technical debt to pay off, and they are thinking of the players, of course, but they do have to sort of use these advertising events to sort of pay for the game in a way. So yeah, so they can do multitasking, and this is kind of what we expected, really. And yeah, I mean, there were some other great questions, about warp capabilities. I know when you send a ship to another warp, to another system, you cannot stop the warp. So another big question is, will they introduce this feature where you can stop your warp mid-range, as it were? So they said, you can't change direction of warp. That's kind of too complicated for the game mechanics, but you will be able to kind of stop and go back to your starting position. So I think this is a good one because, players, we've all done it. We've all selected to go to one spot accidentally in one ship instead of the other. So the fact that they're doing this is really good. Another aspect that they focused on was, are we able to kind of swap servers and play with our friends and family? Now, obviously, if you've started Star Trek Fleet Command and you wanted to play with a friend, this hasn't worked out. This hasn't been the case. Oftentimes, you've been put onto another server and you haven't been able to play with a friend. So right now, this is something they want to do, server transfers, but they haven't. I don't think they've started working on it. And of course, they've said there'll be some restrictions. So high level players won't be able to zap over to a brand new server and, as they said, start taking everyone's cupcakes. But of course, I think this is something they do have in their minds and they are thinking about, but I don't think they have really started it yet. And another good thing that they talked about, addressing the unfairness in, if you're level 26 or whatever level you are, you can attack lower level players, But of course, if you're level 14, you can't be attacked. So of course, there have been a lot of players who are continuing to be level 14. And this way, they won't get attacked by other players and they can continue to mine resources and take resources. And, they can just stay on those nodes without being attacked. So, addressing this, there wasn't any real leeway, I don't think. So, they didn't really talk about this too much. But I think it's going to be increasingly prevalent in the months and in the months ahead, definitely. And yeah, of course, another one they talked about was Armadas. The infamous Armadas, when is this become available? There is no roadmap on this because, in my mind, I think they released the game too soon, and of course, they haven't even started working on Armadas because there's so many bug fixes and other small updates to focus on. So yeah, I mean, even if they're not working on armadas, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, there hasn't been a real push from the players for armadas, really. It's always been there in the background, but there hasn't been a real push. So, but it's good they addressed it. And of course, another good thing they talked about, are other factions. Someone asked, could a Borg faction be added? And they said, theoretically, yes. The Borg are alive somewhere out there in the galaxy, even though they haven't appeared yet in the Kelvin universe. But of course, they said they're probably not working on that right now, but they will be adding new factions. And from what I read, I think they may be introducing a new faction next month. So that would be April. So that's kind of interesting to know. So definitely April, we could be seeing a new faction, which is pretty amazing. So yeah, I mean, that's some good things. There's some good things in this Q&A, cross platform and stuff like that. And, of course, they addressed the uncommon material drops. They said they're still working on the refinery. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, it was good Q&A. You can find it. I'll put a link in the description below. And you can definitely read some of the answers on the Q&A because it is kind of interesting. All right, so take a look at this. This is the Daily Choice Rewards chest. And these appeared to some players. And there are 2 chests here. And yeah, as you can see, like as you open them, you do get some free stuff. So you get choice reward chips. Now, I know for some people, if they have, I believe, spent more in the game, they do get the kind of epic chest. So I didn't get that, but I only got the kind of the gold stars, as you will. And it says, you can use the choice reward chips to purchase special packs in the store. So I mean, this is some pretty good stuff. They kind of the fact that they're giving this out for free is pretty good. It kind of proves that they are really trying to go above and beyond here. And yeah, let's take a look at the store. So this appeared for some people, not for others, I believe. And yeah, as you can see here, you can get Daily Elite Reward Pack, Daily Choice Reward Pack, and the Daily Reward Pack. So depending on what chips you have, you can use these to get resources and stuff like that. So it's pretty good deal right here. And yeah, I mean, if you do go to the store, you do get, I think, obviously for some people, but you do get the March Daily Reward Pack. It does say at the top here, limit 1. So that's kind of interesting, kind of limit 1. Obviously, these prices will differ for you guys, depending on where you are, where you live. But for me, because I haven't purchased as much as other people, the March Daily Reward Pack is only $27.99. So, is it worth it? I'll let you guys decide on that. So, I mean, yeah, there are some pretty good deals right there. Another big one real quick is the Federation Reputation Rewards. Now, if you have been participating in the events the past couple of weeks, you will have gotten some, reputation rewards. Specifically, whatever faction you have joined, you get these rewards and you can claim these chests. So take a look at these chests right here. So it's pretty interesting right here. And yeah, I mean, you do get a lot of credits, whatever faction you are, whether you're Federation, Romulan, or of course Klingon. And of course, they may be releasing another faction next month, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of credits here. So it's pretty interesting. And it's really going to help you, get those faction ships. Because, I mean, that's the end game right here, right? You want to get those faction ships, whether it's the Klingon ships, the Romulan ships, or the Federation ships. And you do need those, you do need that faction reputation. So, I mean, right now, like, my faction reputation is, of course, kind of neighbor. And I do want to increase on that. But I do understand that I do not have enough credits to get even some of the ships. I can get the commendation chests, which are used for missions, of course, but I can't get those ships right yet. So, do those daily goals. If you have them, do the daily goals and get the chests, get the credits, because you really do need to work on this. This is a daily thing. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Get those chests, get those credits, and get the reputation. So another big question on everyone's minds is, who has the most powerful ship on the server? Wherever you are, whether you're in the Americas, whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Asia, who has the most powerful ship on the server? Like, I know for my server, just take a look at this. Take a look at this ship. This ship is one of the biggest strengths I've ever seen on a ship. It is over like 700,000. This is a Federation ship. And, I'm just kind of wondering, like, how much money did someone pay to have this ship? Because it must have cost, to be honest, I'm just thinking it must have cost at least $1,000. I mean, for that kind of ship, that kind of power, this is the most powerful person on the server, Kill Switch. So I'm just kind of wondering, how much do people pay for these kind of ships? I know on the older servers, the power is kind of greater because they've been playing longer. But, it is kind of interesting to see. So yeah, I mean, just let me know in the comments below, what is the power strength of the biggest ship on your server? Have you seen strengths bigger than this? What server are you on? Please let me know in the comments below, and let's share our ship details. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Another one I'd like to share this week is an attack on my station by the most powerful alliance on the server, the Borg. And yeah, just take a look at this. So they attacked my station. I logged in. So I logged in. There was no notification. I logged in to check my station and my resources, and I logged in and I found this. I found this ship right inside my station. My 5-minute shield was up, and yeah, I mean, I was taking a look at the battle logs, and so my station, I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but my station, it was kind of the strength was kind of less than half. So I don't know if the fact that research is taken out of it. The research points are taken out of it, and this is the true strength of the station. But I mean, yeah, take a look at this. I mean, my station strength was 91,000, and the Borg attacker was 179,000. And I didn't lose a lot of cargo, I have to say. I didn't lose a lot of cargo. It wasn't too bad, but I was kind of annoyed at the fact that I didn't get a notification. I didn't get that notification that I was being attacked. Otherwise, I would have put up a shield sooner. So I emailed Scopely. Well, I messaged Scopely, and this is what they said. They were pretty easy about it and pretty sympathetic about it, and they did restore my resources. So that was really nice of them to do that. They didn't have to do that, and it shows to the fact that there are glitches in this game, and sometimes they can help with that. So it was nice to see that. It was really nice to see that. All right, so the last one we have here is the Alliance Domination event. Now, if you haven't been taking part in this, you really should have, just because the event rewards are so good. Take a look at this. You could have got loads of event rewards. You could have got premium recruit tokens, ultra recruit tokens, loads of resources. This is a really good chance to kind of upgrade your ships, upgrade your station, and you can get some pretty decent rewards. I was pretty impressed with this domination event, so that was pretty impressive. And I did get a lot of little things to upgrade my ships with, but I was most happy with kind of the last chest. So take a look at this. It says milestone achieved in domination event, and look what I got. I got 3 million power steel tokens, 1 million titanium tokens, 100,000 dilithium. So this is just some of the stuff you can get. Obviously, if you're a higher level, you will get more of this stuff. But the fact that I have it is pretty amazing. These tokens, I don't know if you've seen these tokens before, but these tokens, you can save them. They will not get raided if you don't use them. You can keep them for a rainy day, as you were. So keep them for a rainy day, and you can use them to upgrade your ship and defenses when the time comes. So you don't have to use them straight away, and it's pretty good. I would have liked more in this event, but obviously because I'm not a higher level, I don't get the higher rewards. But obviously, they need to start doing more events like this, and I was pretty impressed by this event. So yeah, happy all around, I have to say. All right, so one last thing here before we go. If you are taking part in any power events, do keep in mind that outside of the station, any things you upgrade do not count. So this is defense platforms, dry docks, and other things like that. So do keep that in mind, that these things outside the station do not count towards the power events. I did get burned on this, and take a look at this. I did get burned on this. So it is worth it, worth investigating. They do not mention it anywhere, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. So outside the station, they do not count towards the power event. All right, so that's pretty much it for now, guys. Do keep subscribing and liking, and if you do have any comments or feedback, please leave them in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, until next time.